What's going on, everyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and for this video we're here to check out Sony's brand new SHAREfactory, which was released after the 1.70 update for the PlayStation 4, which is a really cool program in which you could use to edit your videos, make some montages, music videos, whatever it is that you want to do, up to the length of 15 minutes, just like the recording length for the PlayStation 4. Now for this video we're going to go ahead and select a new project. However, I do want to let you guys know, let's say if you were currently working on a project but you didn't have enough time, or you're tired, you have to go somewhere and you want to turn off your PlayStation 4, you could easily save your project and go back to your current projects and continue on where you left off. So now let's go ahead and select a new project. So currently we just have a small selection of themes to choose from. So we have the SHAREfactory theme, we have the PS4 theme, Playroom, and Infamous Second Son. Now for the example of this video, I'm going to be using clips from Battlefield 4. So in this case, Infamous will not work out, nor the Playroom. So in this case, we could either go with the PS4 theme or SHAREfactory. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and select SHAREfactory. Now currently, SHAREfactory is my introduction. Now from here, I could go ahead and start by selecting what kind of clip I want to use, which are basically the clips already saved onto your PlayStation 4 when you had used the share function. So here I have, let's see, a 9-minute Battlefield 4 video. I have 11 minutes. This is too short, that's too short. That's not related to Battlefield. So okay, so now I know these are the two videos I'm going to go ahead and use. What you need to do is go ahead and select the video by pressing X, then click box to start your project, and go ahead, you could rename it. So if you're going to work on multiple videos, you can keep it nice and organized, but for this video I'm going to go ahead and just click continue. So now my video project is ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and press R2, which is going to play. So that's the introduction. Now we get to our video. But you're going to notice as I go back and forth here that this video, let's see, it's just a blank screen still loading of the introduction for Battlefield 4. We don't need all this. We want to go ahead and get straight to the gameplay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the editing features to trim the video down to get what I need. Now first off, if you press X, this is adding items such as adding a clip, adding an FX, transition, you could add commentary, and you could add your music. Now there's some music already part of the software, or you could add your own music by using a USB thumb drive, which I'll show you guys a little bit later on. Clicking the box will have your editing tools such as split clip, trim, move, delete, clip volume, edit FX, edit your transition, edit your commentary, and of course edit your music. So since we need to trim this video down, we're going to be using the trim option here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Now when you select trim, since this is still fairly new until updates come on, you're going to have to wait a few seconds. So once you get to this screen, you have two different options here. You have the left analog stick and right analog stick. Now wherever the video ends with the left analog stick, that's going to be the starting point of your video. And then the right analog stick will control the end portion. So let me go ahead and fast forward this a little bit. Let's find a nice moment in the game. Alright, I want this to be my starting point. So now I'm going to go ahead and go here. I'm going to edit this down. Let's see, let's say right here may be good. Now, of course, if it's going a bit too fast, a bit too sensitive, you could use the fine trim, which is L1, L2, R1, and R2. The R1 and R2 will control the right, L2 and L1 will control the left. So if you see, it's just going frame by frame. And this one's going reverse. R1 is reverse, while R2 is forward. Let's go ahead and trim this down a little bit more. Go back, see if we want to... I want to try to get it before I enter this building. Alright, perfect. That's where I want it. So now I'm going to go ahead and press X. And that's where the video is going to start, as you can see right here. So now the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is add another video. But first we need to get rid of this because this is basically the end, but we're going to continue this project. So I'm going to go ahead and select square, delete the clip, confirm, and I'm going to go ahead and add one more clip. After I add one more clip, I'm going to show you guys how to do a transition. So let's go ahead and go here, add a clip. Let's pick something from my other file, the other Battlefield 4 file I have. It's going to open that. So now let's go ahead and trim this down until we find something that we like. So I'm just going to make this really quick. I'm not going to spend too much time. And actually, if you guys want to see an example of a Battlefield 4 montage video I put together using only the SHAREfactory on the PlayStation 4, then I will provide a link in the description down below for you guys to check out. Let's see. I like this moment, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this down. And I guess we'll end it about right here. So now we have two video clips. So now once you go to the end of the first video, you go ahead and select add. Then you're going to go here to add a transition. Now here we have different options of which we could use. We have some dissolve, and by pressing L2 you'll have an example in terms of how it's going to look. Next one down we have wipes. So you do some little effects. So window scenes, maybe you want to do a little video flip. Maybe your video is within a video. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have those options. And of course, my personal favorite is cinematics. Here we have the SHAREfactory cinematics, PlayStation 4. Now the montage video I did was using all these PlayStation 4 basic symbols here. Down below that we have stuff for Playroom and Infamous Second Son. And as the PlayStation 4 gets updates, we're going to be seeing more add-ons for this. And of course we have something for racing as well. And same thing as the transitions is that if you press R2 you could get basically an effect as to what is currently happening or how it's going to look. So let's see how this one looks. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one as my transition. I just select it and there is my transition. As you can see, once I play the video, transition, and then the next video. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and kick things up a notch. We're going to go ahead and go to edit. Not edit. We're going to go ahead and go to fix. You know what? We don't need to fix this. We're going to go ahead and select add. And I want to show you guys how to add music. So once you go to add, you go to add music. And all these are free. There's no third party nor copyright. You could use any of these songs here and you don't have to worry about anything being affected on YouTube. Now, if you have your own personal songs, you could plug in a USB flash drive and import it using a USB. Pretty basic, simple to use. So we're going to go ahead and use this as our example. Now, as you can see, we have some music currently with our video. But there's an issue. We may have our video down, but look at this. We have access music. We want to go ahead and get rid of that. You just go to, you find the end point, so 1 minute and 15 seconds. Go to the edit screen. You could delete it, you could move it, you could trim it down, whatever it is that you need to do. So for this video, we need to trim the music. Alright, let's say that's perfect. Okay, obviously not, because the green is where the music is and the blue is at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and edit that one more time. Go to trim. There we go. Alright, I think that's perfect. There, now our video is all set and done, ready to render. But let's go ahead and see what else. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not all. Now, I do want to let you guys know that you could actually use the center touchpad on the DualShock 4 to go forward or backwards, whatever it is you want to do. And you could also press L2 to get a full screen. So you can check out your video that way. And press it again to go back to your editing screen. So now let's go ahead and go to Add FX. Here you have some different options. You could add a variety of different stickers. You could even add some clouds and some sayings, so if you want to add your own little text to it, you can, which I'll show you that right now. We have also theme stickers, filters, and layouts. So let's go ahead and quickly add a sticker. Let's go ahead and add this one just for, you know, funs and giggles. Transform, you basically go around, you could, you know, use the left and L2 and R2 to kind of twist it around. You could change the sizes by using L1 or R1. So I'm going to go ahead and say that is perfect. You could change the opacity or you could delete it. So we're just going to leave it as is. Now we're going to go ahead and add a text. As you can see, you have different options here of how the text will look. So this is like basically a mini version of Sony Vegas. Alright, what do we want to say? Let's see. Look. We forgot the space. Look up. Done. Alright, so let's go ahead. It's not giving me the option, so we're going to go ahead. We could edit the text, we could add some color, opacity, whatever it is that you want to use. So those are some of the basic options that you have here. So now let's go ahead. Once we get out of this screen here, add effects. Let's go ahead and add a filter. So we have black and white, inverted, pasteurize, and this one. So we're going to go ahead and add this one. See how that looks. So obviously the filter's not as pretty, but I'm just kind of goofing around here, kind of showing you guys all the different options that you're able to do. Now, if you want to see, as I stated, if you want to see a full video done using only the share function, such as a Battlefield 4 montage, go ahead and check the link in the description down below. Check that video out. I'm also going to add it at the end of this video, so that way you guys have a demonstration if you actually take the time and efforts to actually mess around with the software. Now, I use Sony Vegas, so I don't really have a use for this, but think about it this way. For those of you who don't have a good enough computer or the money to get editing software for the PC, think of it this way. The PlayStation 4 is a video game console. It's also a built-in PVR, and it also has its own editing software. So there you go. You don't really need a computer unless if you want to do some more advanced stuff. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, leave that in the comment section down below. Now, I did almost forget. Once you are done, you press the option and you have two choices. You could render your video, or you could save it as a project to work on later. After the video is done, you could either use the upload to Facebook option, or you could upload it to a USB thumb drive and transfer it onto your PC. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. And remember, Gamerfuzion empowered.
You know